Sorry about the ear death. I don't want that to represent who I am as a person. Anywho. I hope I have time to stream some video games later. Not sure if I'm going to. But I figured for anybody who actually wants to see how this kind of shit goes down, how movie magic is made for the interwebs, you guys can be a fly on the wall and watch me edit audio. Probably gonna be boring. Gonna let you know that right up front, but I'll try and answer any questions you guys have. If you have any feelings or sentiments about stuff, you want details or information about what I'm doing now really is we have pretty much all the audio that we need from the various actors and personages. So I have to go in and listen to takes and hear which ones are good. And then I have to prep the audio so I can hand that off to Tommy, our animator, so he can piece together stuff for the show. If that's boring, sorry. It's not. It's probably my least favorite thing to do on the show. So, but unfortunately, since I'm the director, I have to listen to all this stuff. I have to hear the good takes and the bad takes. Since no one records their shit together, we all get dry audio. Seriously, how many cameras do you have installed in my apartment? I mean, if I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. But yeah. Hey, Dave the Pest. That's a good name, by the way. Your movie was fantastic. So anyway, I'm just gonna go through, process this stuff out. If that's something you want, I fully invite you to hang out with me while I do it. If that sounds terrible, no worries. I'll probably stream something later. There's 7 and we can see all of them. Damn right. It's not candid. If it's not candid webcams, people know that they're there. Jesus. Anywho, so this is a software called Audition. If you're not familiar with it, it comes in the Adobe Creative Suite, which is what we use to make the show. I would like to know the status of the Raider Saga, but if you don't wish to, I understand. This is in its final... We have almost 2 episodes ready to go. I'm just doing the final pass here on audio. So, I voice Benny, so I have to go in here and I have to do a whole bunch of shit to make it sound right. What that includes is doing a bunch of takes of various stuff, and I have to listen for the good ones. And then I have to go through, master everything, and then take a listen to what there is, and then I have to go and add effects so it sounds like a super mutant. So the raw voiceover sounds like this.
What? No happy ending? I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. Why? 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 That's racist. That's racist. That's racist.
Okay, and then you have to jump on these effects, which the first of which is a pitch shifter. So originally it's going to sound like this.
I can give him a back rub.
And then pitch shift it down so it sounds significantly deeper.
I can give him a back rub.
Oh, it's so much creepier when you have other people listening in. So
I can give him a back rub.
The way you do that is you go into this particular effect, pitch shifter, and oh shit, that must be hidden behind another screen. Yeah, here it is. And then I have to pick the right octaves to drop it down. So
give him a back rub? What? No happy ending?
Yeah, see, when if I only go 2 octaves down, it still sounds a little bit too much like me.
What? No happy ending? What? No happy ending?
Okay. And here's the other problem. The last time that I did this, oh damn, he sounds like Penny. Well, there you go. My hard drive crashed. and it crushed all my presets, my vocal presets. So I have to go back here to all the various projects, one after the other, and then I have to rip out Oh, hey, Kai. Well, welcome. I have to rip out audio. I have to listen to audio from previous episodes to try and match it up, which is a motherfucker and a half. I think we're going to go back here and then open this one from Audition and listen to how it sounds there. When that spirit hits... Okay, nope, that's the wrong one.
Okay.
Nope, not the right one. Guess I'll have to go back to something a bit more recent. Hazy crazy Uncle Dave. Tourette syndrome. That was kind of a good one. I like dubstep too. Okay, let's pull that guy open. And then Benny. Let's see how he sounds here.
What kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you like? Cool. I like dubstep too.
I try to use the multiple backup methods. The problem is that the way that Adobe has structured its backup files...
Guess that mystery is just lost to the ether, I suppose.
That's not the right one. The problem is the way that...
What kind of music do you like? Like dubstep too. Let's play Truth or Dare. Let's play Truth or Dare. A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot.
Okay. So yeah, the problem here is the way that Adobe does its backup settings. It has multiple things that are listed as presets. Like, you use these things called plugins to affect the audio, and those are called effect presets. So I went to the file that they listed to back those up, and I pasted those back in, and those are not the correct presets. The presets are in another floating file in app roaming data that are hidden by default, and it's like in some weird obscure XML file that I had to go and back up and just completely forgot to do, or I just didn't realize those were the right ones. So now I gotta go in here and try and match it up.
That's racist. That's racist. Why?
Whatever happened to Psycho? We had creative differences with Shadowcast.
Stereotyping.
I think we're gonna go 4. See what happens.
Why? 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 That's racist. What? No happy ending. I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. Why? Why? Why?
So something that helps do something, if you kind of like, if you listen to the same thing over and over and over and over again, it starts to sound like gibberish and you can't tell the fucking difference. So something that kind of helps is if you overshoot it like crazy, then you know you've gone way too far and you can work your way back up.
Why?
See? Ridiculous.
That's racist.
Satan.
That's racist.
Satan when you're doing nitrous.
Racist.
Okay, so let's jump that up to 5 and see how that sounds.
Why? That's racist. That's racist. That's racist. Stereotype. Stereotyping.
Alright, then jump back to Tourette syndrome, and then let's listen to this Benny.
What kind of music do you like? Cool. I like dubstep too. Cool. I like dubstep too.
Yeah, see the thing is I think I actually like the newer one a little bit better. Because the one that I did before that was not on this microphone that I currently own, which is arguably a much better microphone. So, go back to Growth Industry. Pity fisting an army of robots wasn't. I'm glad you were a fan of that scene.
That's racist.
Alright, let's jump on the parametric equalizer.
That's racist.
Old timey radio.
That's That's racist.
Yeah, we're not going to go that extreme. We're actually not going to use a parametric equalizer. It just doesn't have the kind of control that we want. So remove that effect, and then let's go to filter and EQ. A 10 band should be easier. Yeah, Shoddycast kind of went to ass. The last season of Storyteller wasn't nearly as good as the last, and Psycho was the only good thing they had going. Can't blame Departure. You know, the thing is that you learn if you want to be successful on the internet, don't talk shit about people. I actually enjoy working in Shoddycast because I got to meet most of you that way, so I'm not too upset about it. I mean, honestly, I'm the kind of person I wish him the best. I really do hope everything goes super well for him. Everyone has different prerogatives in life.
I can play the theremin. 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 I can play the theremin.
How many characters do you voice act in Raiders? A lot of them. I do turret. Oh no! We broke the fucking software! It's okay. Fucking Adobe is the most bullshit. Quick note here, guys. Hey, Peter the Pyro. I'm showing how we make Raiders. Well, at least the audio portion of Raiders. If you ever work in Adobe Audition, go and set your max backups to like 20 or 30 and make sure you're auto-saving every 2.5 minutes or you're going to suffer. Alright. Stedman. No, that's not the one we want. I really do hope they choose to continue working with you on Psycho someday. Me too. Text them and ask them. Alright, let's jump back into Benny here. Alrighty.
I can give him a back rub.
That is
Give him a back rub? What? No happy ending? What? No happy ending?
Alright, so let's commit that real quick. See what we do there. Apply.
I can play the theremin.
Yeah, they're probably not going to answer.
Why? Why? That's racist. That's racist. That's racist. Stereotype. Stereotyping. Stereotypes. Stereotyping.
If you want to get into voice acting, there's a couple of different things that you need to kind of consider. Is there a workflow I could use or something a bit more stable? Pro Tools. Pro Tools. It would be more consistent if I didn't. Rody, we were just talking about this, about how I lost all of my presets because of the hard drive wipes that keep happening, and I keep trying to reload the presets, but the documentation for what the right presets are is wrong in the Adobe manual, so I was backing up the wrong presets.
I can play the theremin.
That's pretty close to the Benny that I was going from before. Let's see here. Tourette syndrome. Go back here. Go to Benny.
Cool. I like dubstep too. Cool. I like dubstep too. Let's play truth or dare. A lot. A lot.
Alright, and go back here. Go back to growth industry. And then go back to Benny.
I can play the theremin. That's racist. That's racist. Stereotype.
Yeah, I think actually that's a little better, to be honest. Make Benny sing the Soviet anthem. Well, seeing as how I'm Benny, I don't necessarily know if we could pull that off. Give it a go, I suppose.
Stereotyping. I can play the theremin.
That's actually, I like that. That's going to get saved. So that's going to be, I got to reset all kinds of new, no, I haven't played Warframe, but Blade Runner's been trying to get me on that one, and I definitely should do it. Let's see here, special, and then go to mastering, and then let's see what we got here. Let's do subtle clarity. So the best way to like detect subtle nuances and stuff.
I can play the theremin.
And go to one thing and then loop it so that you can actually detect
I can play the theremin.
the various changes going on. So Control L and then.
I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin.
Okay, too much reverb.
I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin.
I don't need.
I can play the theremin. 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 I can play the theremin.
Okay, so the thing that this does. This is a mastering plugin. So what this does is it kind of squeezes some of the frequencies together in the voice range, which is kind of like this, the 1K to 4K, which is going to be where most of your human conversation takes place, and squeezes them a little bit together so that the bass isn't so crazy, but it's a little bit more syllabily. What's a theremin? Theremin is a ridiculous instrument. It's that crazy one where you're like, it's like a fucking, let's just go look at a theremin. This is a theremin. There's a joke in the next Raiders about a tambourine and a theremin. Don't even worry about it. It's this thing. Yeah. Oh my god, Rhodey, if you're still here, we have to do a Raw where he's playing this. Oh, it'd be so great if you had a super mutant doing that. Anyway.
I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin.
So that's just gonna make it so you can understand what he's saying a little bit better. Because when you fuck with the bass a whole bunch, it starts to sound a little bit. It starts to sound a little bit too muddled in the lows. So this helps kind of scoot some of those frequencies a little bit higher up. So we're going to go ahead and save this as Benny, version 000. Always iterate your versions because you might change something and you want to fuck with it a little bit. So it's like for the version 0, you don't really have to say anything. But if you go like version 001, you can be like more bassy. And then if you're like, oh, I really like the one where it just sounded a little bit lower, yeah, I'm gonna go to that one. Or it's like one where I did some other adjustments in a different episode. So like a little note really helps. Then if you add an Asterix, when you come back here, you get to go to the Asterixes. You see the ones that you've redone. There used to be like 9 of these things for like the Sentry Bot and the Assaultron and the iBot and Benny and the Era Soldiers and all kinds of shit, but that got wiped out. You could try to normalize the audio before you start trying to fix it in your soundstage. I already do. I take out the hiss and then EQ it, normalize it, compress it, normalize it again, and then and only then do I start fucking with it. Yeah, I would. Oh my god, Rhodey, can you imagine how fucking cool it was if we had a goddamn Benny Theremin solo? Yeah. Yes. That sounds so good.
What? No happy ending? What? No happy ending? What?
So let's turn these off in sequence and then see what we get. Okay, we'll turn them on in sequence.
I can give him a back rub.
Let's go back to the theremin. That was probability.
What? No happy ending?
All right, so let's loop this fucker and then see what happens.
What? No happy ending?
What? No happy ending? What? No happy ending? What? No happy ending?
See, there you go. Start to sound like a fucking mutant. Also, I'm a really terrible audio designer. So with that said, I'm trying to getting it as cool as I can. I don't pretend to be super amazing at this. It's just it's as good as I can get it. So I don't like to commit settings because if you destroy audio, you can't go ahead and fix it. So what you can go and do is, I was working in the clip view, so you can come back here and then actually just turn all this stuff off so that I just have the raw waveform.
I can play the theremin.
See?
Why? 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 That's racist. What?
Oh, you think the bass is high, Rhodey? All right. Well, I'll take a look at it, dude.
Oh, happy ending. What? No happy ending? I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin. I can play the theremin.
Is that better?
Why? 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 That's racist. That's racist. That's racist. Stereotype.
All right.
Stereotyping.
Cool. We have our first official usage of the changing the iteration. So Benny version 0001 less bassy. Ta-da, now we have multiple different sets of what we want to work with. So this one, this one. So if I want something that's bassier, like I want to do the behemoth, like that guy said, I can jump back up this one and then use that. So it's kind of a better, right? You're going to find a lot of creativity waiting in the other stuff that you've done in the past. If you have to remake it from scratch every fucking time, trust me, it happens a lot. Let's see here. It's not so disorienting now. You're not so disorienting now, dick. Just kidding, you're great. Anyway, so we're going to turn these effects off, and then we're going to go back out to the multi-track, which is like the basis for everything, where everything goes. And then we're going to go here, and then we're going to apply it on the track itself. So now, when we grab this...
I can give him a back rub. I can give him a back rub.
Cool. That works great. It's all working good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the track, and then we're going to take the track, and we're going to mix down, bounce to new track, selected track. So what that's going to do is, now down here, we reload this to Benny bounced. Turn this one off. And then now we have...
I can give him a back rub. I can give him a back rub.
Sweet. So now what we have now is we have the original audio that's not destroyed.
I can give him a back.
And then we have a history of what effects we've applied, because we now know that this is the original track. And then down here, we have Benny Bounce track, which is all the effects, like actually applied completely and then bounce to a new track. So that's the right way to do audio, because if I just went here, you can go here and then hit, you know, Benny less bassy or whatever. You can hit apply, and then that changes the audio waveform forever. But if you want to go back and like extract something or see how you did something, or if you fucked up and then like you actually go to the master mix and see what's going on, you never have that audio to work from again. You would only have this audio to work with.
I can play the theremin.
So just don't do that. It's a much better way of working.
I can give
him a back
rub.
There you go.
What? No hap.
Okay. So that's ready to rock and roll. And now I have to remember what Percy sounds like. Oh, which is going to be super awesome because I haven't looked at this file in forever. Okay, so we got to go all the way back. So all of our backups down here. Go down to how to make friends and alien intimidate people. Da 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 da. All right. So this is gonna be what Percy sounds like.
Any other specialists in your little brigade? Phalanx of conquistadors, possibly.
Oh boy, that sounds rough.
Some Jedi, maybe? Navy SEALs? Minister of Propaganda, perhaps?
That cannot be the original fucking audio. That sounds so rough. Oh boy. Why is that playing back too fast too?
With guns, you say? So these guys with the guns, where are they?
Okay. That cannot be the way it actually sounds. Yeah, I'm going to listen to Raiders on my own stuff and then get panged for the copyright on it. Oh, sure. Why not? Let's do it. YouTube, Raiders, how to make friends. See if that actually brings it up. Oh, shit, it did. Finally, we're on Google. Not play that fucking
Think we've
song.
been halted for a while now, son.
Do not want to do that?
Oh boy. My voice acting has improved thoroughly in the last 2 years. Okay. Alright, let's go back and see what we actually got on this new one. Boom. Alright. I think the giant head from Psycho was my favorite character. Who thought up that one? So for in general, I thought up everything in Psycho. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Hey, Artorias. Yeah, Ed the Head was me. Everything on Psycho was me. You can generally assume that most of the ideas in Raiders and Psycho are mine. And then Rhodey, the kind of like visual flares, like the really clever, cool shots of like people shooting each other and murdering each other and stabbing each other. That's Thomas Watson. He's Blah 45. He's the animator and like director of photography. And Ben is basically does all the raw stuff. He comes up with all those ideas. So let's jump over to Percy and listen to some raw audio. Hooray.
Did you really burn down the Silver Bullet in Diamond City?
All right, this is going to be great. Effect. So I record this stuff in my studio, which has way too much ambient noise. We're putting in a little vocal audio booth. Oh, also, whoever asked about the motion capture stuff, it's coming right along. I'm working on the actual camera ingestion side of it, and Ben is working on the actual the animation side where we take the skeletons and put them into it. It's kind of a pain in the ass. The Ed the Head, by the way, was inspired. If you played Fallout 1 or 2, there's a random encounter of a gigantic talking head that you have to like talk shit to for like 10,000 years. But yeah, if I wanted to do something inspired by that, so we're gonna go to hiss reduction. And what this does is there's just like there's a hiss. You can't really hear it, but it shows up in audio. If you fuck around with it. So what this does is you go on, you take a sample of the hiss, captures the noise floor, you select the whole thing, apply it. Now it reduces the hiss. So what ends up happening is if you go and then you do a bunch of this stuff, if you didn't do that, you can end up inflating this hiss by like quite a bit more. I wonder if I can actually pull that up. Oh no. Oh, yeah, I can. So if I did that, goodbye censored grunt. So if I did that and you don't remove the hiss, you get a more pronounced hiss profile, which is what that is. And then that hiss sits in every single audio clip and makes it sound really fucking weird. So it's really important you go and do that. There's like a little thing called a fathead. Oh yeah, thanks, Sir Duckling. Much help. Much appreciated. What would a super mutant behemoth voice sound like? I don't know. Probably have to like up the bass a bunch on that one, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so let's go to effects, noise reduction, hiss reduction, process, capture the noise floor, whole clip, hiss reduction. So here's the cool thing. I know a pretty good set of just like standard filters to make stuff just sound better, because this is like a raw audio recording.
Shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass.
And then go here and, oh wait, I don't want waveform displays. Please, thank you. Jump in here. And then
Shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass.
all right, so that's that. Hey, better cry. How you doing, you German bastard? What about the role-playing show I heard about you doing? The role-playing show? What role-playing show? Go on, tell me all that you've heard, John W. So one of the things is, when you're working with audio, there's this thing called headroom, which is the way that the peaks sit below this. This is 0 dB, where you have 0 more room to go before it distorts. You want to work kind of within a few decibels of it to get your maximum fidelity. That's your point between loud and this, because if you have it much lower, you can hear the static more. It just works out that way. Now Percy sounds like Hank Hill. Yeah, I adjusted Percy's voice a little bit. Look, when you get better at stuff, you don't want to lock things in place.
Oh, it's you idiots.
So with this one, we're going to need to give him like just a little bit of a mask, and then we're going to need to adjust his voice down a little bit. So first things first, go to pitch shifter. I was here from the beginning, and we had at least 7 cams at my place. You're making bacon stuffed gnocchi. Can you send some to me? Probably won't be great by the time it gets here.
Oh, it's you idiots. Oh,
It's you, idiots.
Oh, it's you idiots.
All right, that's starting to get there.
Did you start some kind of kinky cult or something?
Raul teaching the kids about clipping and gain staging. Yeah, I don't know as much about game staging, Funk Nugget, but it sounds like you have a pretty decent grasp on it. All right, so, and then we might apply a little bit of an Eris Soldier thing going on here, but not make it quite as, well, actually, just go and bump this in here.
Oh, it's you idiots.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this multi-band compressor and then see how it's gonna look, because just a little bit of static is probably fine, but
Did you start some kind of kinky cult or something?
gain threshold to gain.
Did you start some kind of kinky cult or something?
No, that's not what I want to do.
Usually people just walk up and ask to talk. We don't have to do this Batman shit like every time. You know, you...
All right, yeah, let's reset that. There's a setting for reducing how dry and wet this is right away, but I don't remember how to do it. Can you adjust this for every single one? No, that's what I thought. Reset you. So here's what we want. So the thing is this multi-band compressor is what makes it sound like you're talking through an old-timey radio.
You know, usually people just walk up and ask to talk. We don't have to do this Batman shit like every time.
The reason for that is radios compress spectrums down to a smaller band because you don't need many of them, and that reduces the amount of energy it takes to transmit them. So to make it sound that way, you can just chop out all the frequencies on this end and it makes it kind of work. But I need to figure out how you reduce the dry wet. Don't laugh.
You know, usually people just walk up and ask to talk. We don't have to do this Batman shit like every time.
Okay, and We don't need to fuck with that right now. Is it this? Is it this level?
We don't have to do this Batman shit like every time.
Oh, whoops. Forgot to turn that on.
Well. I'll be a Death Claws yeast infection. I heard rumors, but I didn't believe them. Did you really burn down the Silver Bullet in Diamond City?
Okay, that's getting there, kind of. But I still need to make it so that it's not so fucking wet. Let's see. So I swear to God, this is not my own nomenclature. There's a thing here that says dry and wet. And that's all you get. Wait, is this for each one? Damn it, I wish it was for each one. Hey, Winkline, what's going on? Oh, multi-band compressor. I do want to do an RPG. It's just a matter of having money and time. It's so weird. I could have sworn there was a way of... Let's see, enhance highs. Just drop the threshold down. Alright, you know what we're going to do instead? I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to change this to a notch filter, or rather a scientific filter.
Well. I'll be a Death Claws yeast infection. I heard rumors, but I didn't believe them. Did you really burn down the Silver Bullet in Diamond City?
Alright, and then, oh shit, right, you can't adjust that while it's playing. Wait a minute, why'd you not go back there? Filter and EQ, scientific filter. There we go. Alright, and then let's drop... hope you're well. And how went Dark Souls 3 run into any huge rats? Oh, cool, Storm Knight, I will. Let's see. Let's drop that off a little bit earlier.
And shot down a vertibird at Dead Man's Pass. And shot down a vertibird at Dead Man's Pass.
Could afford to be a little more muffled than that.
And shot down a vertibird at Dead
Let's try a little like this.
Man's Pass. And shot down a vertibird at Dead Man's Pass. And shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass.
Oops. That is not the right order. Let's do that and then bump that up to 150. So when you're
and shot down a vertibird at Dead Man's Pass.
I think it's actually the other way around. Wait, is it? I think it's the highs that get knocked off in a gas mask, isn't it? Leave the bass.
And shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass.
Is there a mixer view? Usually those have a side chain knob for dry wet effects and make it a little easier to get all tracks to share like common reverb amount. You just use so many words that I don't understand. I'm offended and angry and I'm a little upset, but it's okay. Let's just go back to drop off below here, but instead we're going to do a low pass. Cut that above 400. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Dead Man's Pass.
Well, Force Raider,
Shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass.
I guess you're going to have to watch the next few episodes and find out, huh?
And shot down a vertibird.
It's starting to sound like a gas mask.
And shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass. And shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass.
Let's see, 2800. Here's the thing, is it always goes off a fucking cliff.
Shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass.
Alright, jump it up to 35.
Shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass.
That's it. Yep. 'cause low frequencies have more energy. You've worn gas masks less brightly? What does that even mean?
And shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass?
You can't reveal major plot points. I mean, thank you for tuning in, but still, I can't fucking modify. I can't. I gotta be nice to everybody else. Files in another application? What the fuck do you mean files in another application? Go fuck yourself. Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
And shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass?
Less bright.
And had a little run-in with one of my competitors?
Alright. Let's try that a little more.
And shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of fucking up. I was like cutting off the wrong frequencies.
And shot down a vertibird in Dead Man's Pass?
Well, so here's the thing. I can't do Psycho was a they executive produced it effectively, so they kind of own the rights to Psycho. Except conditionally, they're not allowed to do it, like have anybody else make it. I made that like a big deal. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day. Let's see here.
I'm not 100% sure what inspired this little exercise in surreal theatrics, but whatever you were doing up there, we aren't gonna tell anybody or nothing.
In Dead Man's Pass? And had a little run-in with one of my competitors?
Not quite there.
How's that caravan of yours, Stedman?
Yeah. It's crazy how much this shit rolls off at the high frequencies.
How's that caravan of yours, Stedman?
That's getting there.
Run-in with one of my competitors?
No need for all this.
And I don't think we even had a fucking low pass filter on him last time.
Hiding. With the snipers.
How's that caravan of yours, Stedman?
Just a little bit less loud too, so maybe negative 2.5. Don't jump up to 3, you dick. Negative 2 and negative 50. Asshole.
Run-in with one of my competitors?
Alright, this one might have to require a little more processing.
How's that caravan of yours, Stedman? Barbra Streisand's full discography. Supply of loofahs, matching purses, tasteful pencil skirt.
Might have done this recording a little bit too.
Moisturizer, lifetime supply of loofahs, matching purses, tasteful pencil skirt. Moisturizer, lifetime supply of loofahs, matching purses, tasteful pencil skirt.
I like that line.
So what do you want? Moisturizer, lifetime supply of loofahs, matching purses, tasteful pencil skirt.
8, huh?
Yes.
With guns, you say?
Absolutely tons of them.
So these guys, with the guns, where are they?
Deal's a deal, I guess. So what do you want? Moisturizer, lifetime supply of loofahs, matching purses, tasteful pencil skirt.
Close.
So what do you want? Moisturizer, lifetime supply of loofahs, matching purses, tasteful pencil skirt. Deal's a deal, I guess. Well, deal's a deal, I guess. A deal's a deal, I guess. Complete fucking maniacs.
with extreme prejudice. With extreme prejudice, obviously.
It's weird how it makes it sound almost more intense with this filter on it. See, now you understand why this is my least favorite thing to fucking do. Yeah, you kind of have to... He has a lot of crunch in his voice. Yeah, you might be right. I might have to go back and just do that recording a little bit more grumbly.
Well, a deal's a deal, I guess.
Well, a deal's a deal, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I added enough gravel into the performance. Well, a deal's a deal, I guess. Yeah, there's more down here, isn't he? Fuck. I mean, it's like the Raul character, obviously something I own because it was in my shit first. But I mean, you know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe Shoddy will want to reboot the series or something. It just have to be done a lot differently this time around. All right. Well, a deal's a deal, I guess. Yeah, what I'm missing here is I don't have the gravel. You're 100% right. Thank you, Funk Nugget. Funk Nugget, are you an audio engineer or are you just like a... how do you know about this stuff? Fucking maniacs. Stupid dumb motherfuckers. Stupid dumb motherfuckers. Yeah, yep, okay. I'm just gonna have to go on. A deal's a deal, I guess. I just did it with a southern accent. That's just not how he sounds, is it? He's a lot more down here like this. No, I'm gonna have to redo it. It's cool.
Please.
It's the way that this kind of works out. What other fucking application is this in? There's literally no other application that this could possibly be in. Unless I have... No, what the fuck? Okay, I'll just close this out. Oh. With the Boss NAS clicks? Boss NAS? What are the Boss NAS clicks? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Boss NAS clicks. Okay. Go. Yeah, I mean, those are in there. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Well, probably this is conducive to me doing live performance in front of a stream. But anyway, you guys get it. Just wanted to show you a little bit of behind the scenes. This is fucking audio is the most time-consuming shit, and it's the most boring because you're staring at waveforms instead of actually shooting the video. But anyway, I got to get to work on this. I will, hopefully me and Rody be around to stream some stuff later. No promises. It'll kind of be up to him whether or not we actually do that. But yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hope you're doing something fun on this, the glorious Day of the Presidentes. Funk Nugget and Storm, thank you very much for the input. That was actually very helpful. I'm not an audio guy. I just kind of do it because I have to. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of these, I'll stream more of them in the future, and you guys can let me know what you think. Wouldn't be bad to get some creative stuff going. If you guys actually want to learn like a little bit more about how this stuff is made, burst through the wall. I've returned from the land of no internet. How did I make the Protectron voice? Oh, that one sucks ass. You need to go... there's a lot of round tripping, which means, so like for the turret I have to use Melodyne, and for the Protectron you have to do Killer Ringer, which is a plugin for Audacity. So if you look up a tutorial on how to do the Daleks from Crazy Uncle Dave, I don't know if you're a student, but I think it's like $20 a month for like everything that Adobe makes. But go look how to do the Daleks from Doctor Who, because it's that. It's what's called a ring modulator. And it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to get down, but you kind of work it out after a while. finally managed to figure out how to get the settings, the backup squared away, and then I've rebuilt them 3 fucking times, and I thought backed them up. But anyway, well, hopefully this will be the last time. I'll actually I'll post the settings and stuff on the Patreon for anybody who wants to take a look and see how it's done. I'll even post some project files. Probably that'd be pretty helpful. Anywho, that'll do it for me now. Maybe I'll see you guys later this evening. We shall see. If I do not, have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you, Storm Knight, on Discord. We will talk there. Okay, gang, you have a good one, and I will talk to you soon. Stay classy, stay sassy. Audio.